introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. A former All-SEC kicker, Austin McGinnis, to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. This is Leonard Fournette. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the interception, Winston. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on second down, Winston. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. first and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Working out of the gun, Winston. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 4-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And goal to go.
Ready? You ready? 52. 52's the mic. I got one.
To the air again with Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flushed out right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this will be caught at the 30. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
He's got room to run past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Leonard Fournette, 94 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Winston. On the screen, this is Eckler. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Well, if you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
16 yards. 1st down, Browns. That's the end of
the start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 11 now. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? This is out quickly to the right, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Winston now. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Winston. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Ioannidis. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Smith catches left side. And all the way down to the 26. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A lane to run there is Fournette, able to get about 7 on 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This is Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to number 9.
Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Browns 17. Falcons nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sam. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play. And, oh, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. KJ Hamler in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. He's got the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Jameis to throw it. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
32-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
17-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Now Winston. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll throw again. Winston. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Falcons 8. Austin McGinnis set to kick off.
And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Matthew Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, this one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll take him down. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Browns 31, Falcons 8. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Winston. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A gain of 9.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To the air again with Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Winston's pass intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
36-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make the lead now 26.
34.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jameis now on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. 31. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something?
Teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Back to you. Wait. 26.
Jameis again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Winston on 4th down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion. From the gun, Winston. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Browns 41, Falcons 16.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Today's final score, Browns.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.